Hi guys, Retro Tech Ralph here with another... I got bored. I was trying to look for stuff on eBay the other day and I was like, well, let's just look for minis. And I wanted to buy the NES Mini, I want to buy the SNES Mini, but the problem with them is there's not enough games on them. And I'm not justifying buying this for that full reason. I'm buying this because 1, it was cheap, 2, why not, and 3, the Nintendo Minis, both the SNES and the NES, are absolutely extortionate. You can put extra games on them. I know that there are videos out there that can do that, but I thought, let's just get this for the laugh of it. So we'll have a good dig into this. This was cheap as anything, a few quid on eBay. Absolutely. There's only a damage on the box, but there's nothing wrong with the stuff inside, which I haven't actually looked at properly yet. But let's go have a look at this. Minigame Anniversary Edition. Woo. Entertainment system built in, 220 classic games. Before I go into this, I understand that they will not be all for the NES. I will understand they're not all for whatever. They're all for different consoles, stuffed onto a board and then put into a nice little case which looks funky, and that's it. I am not in a delusion that this is every Nintendo game ever. Classic games built in. Yeah, classic. This is what gets me. It contains Super Mario, Contra, Ricky Cunha series, Mutant Turtles series, etc. Games list. You don't have to game card. Download. What? Game handle of plug and play. What? Game handle of plug and play? Okay, fine. I'll give it. Doesn't really show manufacturer on this, so this is just generic. NTSC/PAL employed universally. Versally. All right. There's a certain lack of communication when it gets round to translation into English. I understand that from Chinese, Japanese, or whatever it is. I don't study either of the languages, including English. So yeah, this is just me. So what we get inside the bag is a standard audio video cable, which is fine. I can use this on quite a lot of other things anyway, so yeah, okay, got that. We have, apparently according to this as well, you either get one controller, and it's your choice, you want a second one as well, which luckily we have actually got 2 controllers here, and got standard ABs wrapped together. They feel okay. I don't feel anything bad. They're a bit sticky. They're all brand new. They're not sticky as in there's problems with them, but they're just... It's just getting caught a little bit, but that's not a problem. That's fine. So we've got 2 controllers. We also have a USB cable, USB mini to a standard USB. Fine. We also have a very dodgy looking power supply. This feels like there's no weight in here at all. That is so light. Surprised it's even on there. Red and blue lights. Don't know. I'm not sure if I actually trust this, but this is just a USB power anyway. DC 5 volts, which is fine. It's only 500 milliamps. I am not sure if that's right or not. We'll figure that out later, shall we? Now the user manual and a games list, so we'll go through that in a few moments anyway. So let's have a look inside here. Now I do not own a NES, haven't got one, been looking for one. This is a little bit like he's had it out of the box once or twice, but nothing major. So at the back you've got your AV out, which barely says it there. If you get the reflection right on, you can see it. DC in with the USB, nothing. 2 jack plugs, which is a copy, because this is not a standard size. Will fit inside there, which is great. 9-pin diniers. Can I get a joystick? Hold on. Time to have a quick shot 4. Actually, I've just made a liar out of myself. This is the right size. It looks smaller. I think the whole lot is smaller, but it's the connection which is exactly the same. Just looks, yeah. I thought they were a smaller design, so maybe I can use a quick shot on it instead. Yes. We'll stick to what we've got in the box. So the front, we've got 2 ports there for the controllers. Power button, click on, click off, reset. Underneath, there is no markings on here for them to say, this is ours. Entertainment. Doesn't look right for some reason. But yes, little red LED looks like it's been, I don't know, it's not straight, is it? I could possibly push that so it's right. No. We've got 1 screw here. I'm guessing the feet will come off so I can unscrew to have a look. I might actually look into this in a second anyway. But user manual, hooray! Okay. There is a page in here. Come on, open up. Okay, so still no manufacturer. 3 years old and up, attention for using. Yep. Now the mini classic console list. Now, you can read that, good luck. We've got on here, got Contra 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. I wonder why they didn't have 4 and 5. Robocop 1 to 4 and Ninja Turtles 1 to 4. Yet these are kind of, there will be so much of variance or misspelled, yeah, this might actually say Zuvius on there, or it was 198, but it might be something completely different. I'm under no illusion that this is going to be what's on this list is on this console. Well, we'll still see that eventually. So, before I actually plug it in, I think I'm going to have a look inside this. So give me a second to clear the decks, see how this comes to pieces, because I know there's a screw there. Which that cannot be the only thing that's holding it together. These feet must come off and there must be screws in each corner. So give me 2 minutes, have a look inside this and we'll see what we're dealing with. There we go. 4 screws out from the bottom, just remove the pads. I've took this 5th one out as well because this looks like it holds something else in place. So let's open her up. Yeah. So obviously a lot less in here. I do not own a mini console to actually compare what's in here and what's in that, so I don't know. There's 2 screws holding this on as well, which I took off. So plastic lid, it looks okay. Would have been nicer seeing as they haven't got a company that they might just go, hey, why not, let's just blazon Nintendo all over this and just get it over and done with, because they won't get sued because nobody knows who they are. So I have a board in the middle, power and audio board on the back, and a switchboard controller that comes off the front. You will need, for undoing these, you'll need a screwdriver that's kind of got a very long yeah, part of this. It goes in quite that far, should we say. But it's a small positive drive. I made this out of a screwdriver that actually broke. It's just a big piece of plastic on the end. But it does. It works for me, to be honest. So that bit comes off. What worries me a little bit, I've had a look at this already, the first screw goes into there, there's a strain on that plastic is unreal. And that's the first one screw holding that in. I guess that's just for like in case you pull out or in of these ports here, because this lot just will slide off. Now you'll notice as well the LED on the front, it's far too long an LED. It doesn't really need that much. And there we go. I mean, I can actually use that for something else. Put a Raspberry Pi inside. You could probably take these legs off, make it more slim, a Raspberry Pi going, drill on the back. You've got your chassis there, so why not? And actually do something better with this. Because Ralph, plastic's crap. Oh, it's not too bad. A bit of flashing on the edge there. So yeah, there you have it. This is all it is. Old board. They always look a little bit dusty, cruddy. There's a chip in the centre, underneath the, yeah, whatever the hell that stuff is, carbon stuff, blob stuff, and the chip on the side. If you can see, that is a type of chip it is using, flash chip obviously. A few resistors, capacitors, yada yada on the back, and looks like potential, or is that going through the board into this chip, you think? Don't know. Crystal on the side, timing crystal, done, sorted. It looks okay. So all I need to do is put it back together again. The right way around. Put that LED in right properly. I'm pushing it through. And these buttons here need to be pushed back as well because they just slot onto it. The buttons, the light's actually a bit better, but I could force that up a little bit, to be honest. It's absolutely, this is a nothing job, this. And that's better, it's actually sticking through quite a lot. Makes it look like a button now. But I could push that through just to make it flush as much as I can. Be bothered to. Yeah, so we'll put this back together properly. That in there, and then you have the 2 screws holding this one in. Put this back together, and I'll have to see if this works. That might be a good idea. Because all in all, this might not actually power up or anything, so this might be going straight back. But at least there'll be a look at what is, or so we say, isn't really inside. So give me a second, I'll screw it back together, and we'll get this set up to start playing stuff on. Right, we've got this all set up and ready now, wired up at the back. See if she works. Ooh. Okay, so that's fine. It's nearly in widescreen. Got a little bit. There's a gap on that side, a wider gap on that side. Don't know why. So, controller doesn't work in that port. Let's try the other one. So player 1 is the right-hand port, and player 2 is the left. So we've got contra. Looks like we go up, down to select, left and right to go forward and back a page. There's a basketball new is the last one, 620. You can hear that or not? Let's get this volume up. I mean, there's a fair few games on this. It's not too bad for what I've paid for. I think that's £3 or £4. Follow one race. I like for one. A? No. Oh. That goes forward by... Okay. We have to press start to select. Aimless. Let's play aimless, shall we? So reset button on the front, coming back up with that. Let's try Robocop. No, I've done it again. Okay, so it sets you forward about 50 screens. Back again. Still, for what it is, it's not bad. I mean, obviously it's all emulation on a chip, so it's get on with Robo. Thank you. I know how you play Robocop. So I have to punch him until I get a gun. There's no jump in this. Punch the dog in the face. Oh, took a super jump. How do I jump down? Why is that flashing in a... Okay. This is not the best version of Robocop. Oh, finally got a gun. Oh no, I haven't. Ah. I'm not doing well with dogs. This is really hard to do straight. Blew his wheel up. A funny thing, this sequence will get cut down. How am I not being able to hit him? Yeah. So reset. Oh, done it again. Done it again. Ah. Don't understand. Push start. Okay. And Splinter telling me stuff that I probably really should have known. So, yeah. Not particularly good at turtles. I'll try it again another day, I think. So let's get the camera back up on top of here. And we'll, yeah, I'll have a recap on what the video is. Thank you. So, back up on the mount. I think you get what you pay for. I mean, granted, you compare the games nowadays to stuff what was around when the NES were around, and I'm sure these have got Sega games as well as SNES and all sorts of games to boot. You know, 1942, which was a good game on the arcade, but Bomb Jack, whether it's the first one, Dig 2, I don't know, there's probably some Atari rips on here as well, to be honest. But it's actually, what you're getting isn't bad. Got Pac-Man, is that... I like Pac-Man. Let me just try Pac-Man for the sound. That's just Pac-Man in the same font as Pac-Land. It's not the arcade. See, that's different. Yeah, you're getting what you pay for. You've got a lot of games on here. It's not as bad as a little portable throwaway, stick in the kid's bedroom sort of arcade. It's not for the collector, although to be honest, it's a nice little starting point to maybe do something extra with it. With one LED on the front, it's more than what the NES, I think. I'm not sure if the NES had an LED or not, but not bad for what you pay for. That's what my conclusion of this is, and don't expect the world when it arrives. If you buy one for a few quid, don't expect it being absolutely brilliant. It's not, but it's good enough to play around with. So, with that in mind, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, follow me on social media, consider being a Patreon, and I will see you guys in a new video. Bye for now. As a further conclusion, I would say that if you're going to do this, maybe use your own USB power supply, because I don't think this will last for a long gaming session, to be honest. So, yeah, maybe take your own.